This is non-negotiable when it comes to supersizing and growing your business. Sharon Hornelson here. Welcome to day 127 of our Supersize Your Business Annual Challenge. And today's topic, to go along with mental health and well-being, which is what we're talking about and diving a little bit deeper into this month, is the one thing that will really negatively impact our mental health and well-being. And most people actually don't even realize it or know about it. They're so looped into the hustle culture and sacrifice and got to do whatever it takes to grow and build and scale your business that you forget, if you don't sleep, you're not going to have a business. If you don't get enough sleep, your brain does not function anywhere near as well as when you've had, and scientists have proven this, it's not just me spouting this off, 7 to 8 hours sleep a night. Be honest. Share in the comments below how many hours sleep a night you actually get. Now, if you're like me, when I was raising my kids and working in corporate America and having businesses on the side, if I got 4 hours sleep a night, I thought that was awesome. Now, what I didn't realize is that that was creating a competitive disadvantage in me because I was not, oh, my necklace came undone. I was not functioning at even probably 70% of my capacity, right? And I thought I was, because I was sleep deprived so much for like 2 decades. I didn't realize how much better I could actually function, how much better I could actually think, make decisions, problem solve, see the big picture, understand how things were connected. If I made a change here, how it would affect the rest of the organization, because my brain was exhausted all the time. Human beings are designed, we are designed to get 7 to 8 hours sleep a night. And when we don't, some of us will justify and convince ourselves that we are just fine, to the point of doing things and making choices that aren't in our best interest. That is a time period where I actually had a couple of really bad partners because I was too tired for my intuition and my brain to kick in and to do the things I knew I needed to do to protect myself. And so I had the opportunity to learn from those really bad and negative experiences. Now, looking back on them, they were exactly what I needed to see and learn at the moment because I knew I needed more sleep. So the whole sleep deprivation, hustle culture, it's destroying our mental performance, whether we're aware of it or not. So today, I'm going to challenge you over the next 7 days to get between 7 and 8 hours sleep a night. And then share in the comments below, in 7 days, if it had an impact on you, how it made you feel. Were you able to problem solve, make decisions, come up with options and things better by having a better night's sleep? I will tell you now, I sleep about 7 hours a night. Last couple of weeks, I have not, and I notice the difference. In the afternoon, I get that lull, and I haven't had that for years because I've been getting enough sleep every night. And now, every afternoon, about 2 o'clock, I'm like, whoa, it's like a brick wall hits me, and I'm like, I have no energy. And so what I'll do is I'll go for a walk, or I will sit in a chair and do a silent meditation or something to recharge my batteries, just to rest my brain for 5 to 20 minutes. And that has made all the difference. But it also, today's topics reminded me, knock it off. You need to get more sleep. Experts recommend not only setting an alarm for when we get up in the morning, but an alarm for when we should go to sleep at night. There's all kinds of studies about screens before bedtime, optimal amount of sleep. There's devices, now that we can all wear that will tell us exactly how much sleep we're getting and the quality of our sleep. My Fitbit used to do some of that, and I haven't worn a Fitbit for several years now. Once I went through 5 or 6 of them, I'm like, okay, I'm done having this on. Plus, they have funny tan lines I don't like. I know, really vain way of thinking about things. And at this age, does that even matter? No. So I also challenge you to normalize getting a good night's sleep as part of your company culture. If you really want to supersize and scale and grow your business, there's industries that will argue with me and say, no, we have to hustle, hustle, hustle. Now, they're also the bro marketing industries, right? They're and with younger people, guess what? When I was in my 20s, and 30s and 40s even, I functioned well compared to other people, but not to my best ability, because I could just go on 4 hours sleep a night. And actually, following my sudden cardiac arrest, that was the end of that. I realized that I definitely needed 8 hours sleep a night. I don't always get it, but I do try to get between 7 and 8. So how many hours do you did you actually get enough sleep last night? Just think of last night. Let me think about what time I went to bed. I went to bed at 11, got up at 5. So that's 6 hours sleep. That's not enough. I'm going to have to do better. All right. Can you think of any examples of you didn't get enough sleep and the impact that it had on your decisions or your thing? I will tell you, anytime I have something really important to do, I go to bed early and make sure I get a good 7 hours sleep. If I'm in a negotiation, if I'm doing a training or coaching, I make sure I get enough sleep. Otherwise, my brain, I'm not delivering to the best of my ability, and that's important to me. Now, so share in the comments below how many hours of sleep you get a night and then what your goal is by the end of this year. I don't expect you to change overnight. Although I will tell you personally, the things I change quickly and commit to are the things that stick for me. I don't know if that works for you, but it works for me. We are going to talk about the SOAP framework starting tomorrow. So I just wanted to give you a heads up and ask you to think about a challenge area with respect to mental health and well-being in your business. And maybe it's this. Hey, I know I'm not getting enough sleep. But whatever it is, we're going to, over the next 4 days, starting tomorrow, apply the SOAP framework to it. I like to pick a challenge area with the monthly focus area that we're on, because I want us to run through the SOAP framework at least a dozen times this year so that you can decide how it best works for you. You can make it your own. You can install it in your subconscious so it's available at your fingertips whenever you're faced with something. And you'll be like me. I've done this so many thousands of times now. My brain just automatically thinks in this format and pops out this is what we're going to take action on without having to do a lot of formal things and breaking it down as a 4-day process. My brain does it in about, I don't know, probably almost instantly now, because I have such a database of how I've used this on different types of challenges and problems. And I want you to have that too. I think by doing it a dozen times and doing it in different areas and aspects of our life, we see how powerful a tool it can be. And I want you to have tools like that to help you to grow and build and supersize and scale your business. All right, that's it. If I can help you in any way, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.